up, guys? It's Magic Addicts here, and I've got a long-awaited review for you guys. This is the white Arrco deck from the New York Magic Project. Let's get into the review. So first we'll talk about the box. The box is not, it's not anything too special. It's pretty much the same as the old Arrco decks, and it's nice. At the top, see it says Arrco US regulation, and there's a big spade there with an A, and then it's got the suits around it, and then at the bottom it says playing cards. Now at the top, see it says poker size and 501. This side says the United States Playing Card Company, which is obviously where they were printed. This side says premium finish, made in the USA, but this deck is actually magic finish, which is a very popular finish now, and it's pretty much the same as the performance coating from Illusionist. It's just a different name. Then at the bottom you see it says NYMP, which stands for New York Magic Project, and right under that it says www.arrcocards.com, which is where you can buy these cards. They're actually still in stock, so I definitely recommend you pick them up. They are limited. Now also the back of the box has the back design of the cards. So now let's get into the review of the actual cards. So you pull them out and you're greeted by a really nice design here. To start out, I guess we'll talk about the back design. So the back design is black and white, as you can see, and it's really cool. It's got so much detail in here, a ton of scroll work, and some paisley type designs, it looks like, around there. So it's really nice. I personally really like it, and it's really not it's not anything that a spectator will think that it's a trick deck or something, because it doesn't look like too special. So that's really good. Now we'll talk about the jokers, ace of spades, and the other cards that you will receive with the deck. So we'll talk about the extra cards that you get. You get a double backer, which is nice, and not only that, you get a card that has a black back and a blue back. So that's really cool. Here we've got the jokers, and at the top of the joker on his hat it says Arrco playing cards, and there's actually I guess this is a reveal. Right there you can see there's a 7, and on this one there isn't. Now here's the ace of spades. It's simple, but it's still nice. In the middle of the spade it says US regulation poker, and around it you've got a cool like leaf. It looks like leaves, kind of. So that's really cool. And the bottom says the US Playing Card Company, made in the USA. So that is the ace of spades. Now we'll talk about the other face cards. These are the standard Arrco faces. So it's what was used on the Crown decks and all of the other Arrco decks. So they're really nice. The pips are very bold and rounded. And the face cards I don't really like that much, but you get used to them. I'm not going to go through them all, but it's nothing special. It's just like all the other Arrco decks. So that's nice. And now we will talk about the handling and feel of the deck. It's got the nice magic finish, and the stock is the 325 stock, and I don't know much about it. It's not used on a lot of the popular decks that are coming out these days, but it's still a nice stock. It's not It's not too stiff and it's not too soft either. So it's a nice sturdy stock. I'm really happy with it. And the cards, they don't break down. I've been using these a lot, and they're still, you can see they fan really, really nicely. So for stock and finish, it's really nice. It's a nice combination that they used, and I'm sure you guys will really like it. The feeling of the deck, at first when I took it out of the box, I wasn't happy with it. It wasn't fanning that well. It just wasn't that great. So after I used it for a little while, I broke it in. It started working really nicely, and you can see now it is a really nice deck. There isn't that much ink put on these cards, like compared to some other decks, so the stock can really handle the amount of ink that was put onto these. So it's not going to break down easily. I've been using these for a few months now, and they're still fanning really nicely, fanning almost perfectly. I don't have any clumping. I really have no problems with it yet. So this is a really long-lasting deck, which is really why I recommend you pick it up. Now we'll talk about how they dribble really nicely, and the stock is not too stiff, but it's not too soft, so they spring nicely too. And as I showed before, they fan really nicely. They pressure fan nicely. And for spreads, you can get a really nice spread with all of the cards showing. So I'm really happy with it. So for handling, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Now for who can really use this, like magicians, flourishers, collectors, really all three. I've used it for performing. I've brought it to school a few times, done some tricks, and people don't get suspicious thinking it's a trick deck or anything, because it's a really friendly looking design. So that's a definite plus there. And for flourishers, you're gonna love it. I don't know many flourishes, but from what I do know, it's been working out great for me. And for collectors, it looks nice. It's a limited deck, so really all around a nice deck of cards. Also, the deck comes in a stack, so it's not your new deck order that you're used to seeing. It comes in a certain stack, it's similar to the Tamariz Mnemonica stack. Not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but that is what it's very close to. So that can be used for some different things. I don't really use stacks often, but some people do. Now overall, I'm going to give this deck an 8 out of 10. I'm really happy with it. That's a really good rating for it. And I just love the deck. And like I said, it's going to last you a long time. So definitely pick these up. You can get them at arcocards.com. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. Thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.